Hello everyone, I welcome you again to my channel, The Art for Home. On today's episode, I'll be introducing to us 10 common perils against which we can take cover under our home insurance policy. Before I go on to talk about them, I'd like to briefly explain to us what we mean by peril. A peril is an event that can cause loss or damage to our property anytime they occur. For home insurance, there are a lot of perils that actually cause damage, but in today's episode, I'll be talking briefly about 10 of them. Below is a list of 10 common perils on your home insurance policy. Number 1 is accidental damage to the property or its contents. Number 2 is escape of water or escape of oil. Number 3 is fire. And number 4 is flood. Number 5 is lightning. Number 6 is impact. Number 7 is storm. And number 8 is subsidence. 9 is theft. And finally, the 10th is vandalism and malicious damage. Today, I will be speaking on accidental damage. What is an accidental damage? Accidental damage simply means damage caused by an accident. And for us to consider if a damage is caused by accident, we must be able to establish that the damage is sudden and it's also caused by an external force, which is unforeseen and unintentional. What do I mean by sudden? The word sudden, as used in the definition above, means the damage must not occur gradually over a period of time. And if it does not matter if the insured just discovered it. That is, the time the insured discovered the damage does not matter. It still cannot be considered as an accidental damage. The second term there is an external force. What is an external force? An external source means that the damage must be from an outside independent source or force, as an item cannot damage itself. However, this external force does not have to be physical, but also things that could make an item unable to do what it is built or designed to do. That is, any incident that could make an item not fit for purpose. The third term there is unforeseen. For us to qualify an accidental damage as unforeseen, it means damage must be unexpected. And finally, we have the word unintentional. For a damage to be unintentional, such damage is not deliberately done, and they are not things we have purported in our minds to do. Damage done during anger or rage cannot be considered as an accidental one. Generally, the building and content sections of the home insurance policy already provides cover for some of the accidental damage, such as accidental damage to fixed glass forming part of windows and doors, the breakage of sanitary wares, ceramic orb. We also have accidental damage to underground cables and pipes, which is being covered under the building section. Another one is accidental damage to mirror and glass, or ceramic tops forming parts of a furniture. With this, it is being considered under the content section. And finally, we have accidental damage to home entertainment equipment. That is our televisions, our iPads, our laptops, our game consoles, and the rest. Below are examples of various scenarios whereby an accidental damage cover is required for your buildings and contents within the home. Number 1 is a metal guttering of the house, which has become weak and loosed over the years, and it has eventually collapsed on the mini roof in front of the property, thereby dislodging some tiles. In this case, the damage is not caused by storm. The only way you could seek to get covered under your insurance is for you to have the accidental damage cover under the building section. The second scenario here is the glass in front door of your house, which is broken without any physical touch or impact. Yes, glass breakage or shattering is something that is considered under the accidental damage section of the building insurance, even if there are no evidence of any external force in place. 3. Whilst the children were playing in the living room, one of them mistakenly knocked down the TV from its stand, causing damage to the TV and the laminate flooring. Yes, Both damage to the TV and laminate flooring is considered as an accidental damage by an external means or force. Another scenario to consider is the iron burn to the carpet. Imagine you're having or doing some ironing after laundry, and mistakenly the iron slipped from the ironing board, landed its face on your carpet, and before you could rescue it, it has already caused a scorch or a burn on the carpet. The carpet seems to be damaged. You cannot claim for this, under contents. The only way you can claim for this is if you have an accidental damage cover in place. Another scenario is if you accidentally dropped something. Imagine you're having a new kitchen up fitted, and then you've lifted the kitchen up, you're taking it to the kitchen for the repair work, only for you to drop it. Although the kitchen up was dropped during the repair work, but the damage caused to the kitchen up is not as a result of the repair. Therefore, you can actually claim for this as an accidental damage to the hub. Another important scenario where you require accidental damage cover to be in place is if you experience a power surge which has actually damaged your electrical equipment. Although damage to equipment as a result of mechanical or electrical failure or breakdown is not covered, but in this case, power surge has been something that has happened suddenly, and it is an external force even though it is not physical. So you could actually claim for this damage under accidental damage cover of your contents. However, if the power surge is caused by lightning, then you can seek to claim under the lightning cover. But in the case whereby it is just a mere power surge, then this is covered under the accidental damage to your contents, your home entertainment equipment. Finally, I would like us to consider a situation whereby a mowing machine in the garden has actually picked up a stone, thrown this stone on the window, and actually broken it. In this case, it is an accidental damage, as damage to the window is considered not to be deliberate and it is from an external source. So on that occasion, accidental damage cover is necessary to be in place for you to get your window replaced or reinstated. It is also important to state that it is not all damage that is caused by an accident that is considered as an accidental damage. There are some exclusions that applies, and below is a list of them. Number 1, damage caused by paying guests or tenants, unless it is agreed with your insurer that this is covered under the terms of your policy. Number 2, damage caused by fungus, climatic or atmospheric condition, frost, wet or dry rots. All of these are not covered as accidental damage. So, should in case you have damage to any of your property as a result of this, there is no cover in place. Another common exclusion is damage caused by demolition, structural alterations, or repairs. Any damage caused in this process is not covered. One other common exclusion is damage caused by domestic animals and pets. Any damage that is caused by any animals that is within our home as pets, this is not covered under accidental damage. Any loss or damage shown as not insured elsewhere in the policy is also a common exclusion to the accidental damage cover. And an example of this is damage to fence under storm. It is uninsured under storm, therefore it is also not covered under accidental damage. Any damage caused during the process of repair or alteration is also not considered, as you are expected to take reasonable care in this process. One common exclusion also is damage caused by vermin. Vermin are rodents, and they include mice, rats, squirrels, porcupines, beavers, guinea pigs, hamsters, etc. All of these are not covered under the accidental damage cover. Finally, any damage caused as a result of faulty design, materials, or workmanship, this cannot be covered as an accidental damage to the property. It might also interest you to know that there are some insurers who provide cover for damage caused by pets and vermin. If you are really interested to know, kindly pop the question down in the comment section. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us on YouTube and on X at Your Risk Advisor 1. Thank you very much. Till I meet you again. Bye-bye.